Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you guys how I made this wig. Yes, it used to be just a closure and 3 bundles, and now this is all I have left, and a wig. So if you want to see how I made this wig, definitely stay tuned. If you want to make a wig, you need bundles and a closure, a wig cap, pins, thread, needles, and if you have everything, we can get started. Of course, you'll also need a wig head. So I actually first start by pinning the closure onto the wig cap. And for me, it is really important that it is perfect. But sometimes it's kind of a struggle because the closure is a perfect square. However, our heads aren't flat. So it can be a bit of a struggle. However, if you are starting to sew it on, you can actually correct the mistakes that you make. Then it is time to actually start sewing, and I use curved needles. What you want to do is actually start sewing the sides. And when you start sewing the sides, the back will be open. However, this is how you can correct it, by just pulling it taut and making sure that it's not bulky. Here I actually already started sewing, and I'm trying to show you guys how I do it. And in this case, I'm going through the lace front first instead of the wig cap, but I have to say that it doesn't matter which way you do it. I make sure I knot it each time I go through both the lace and the cap, and this is what I mean with that. And this just gives me the feeling that it is really secure. When sewing on weft or the lace closure, it is important to actually make sure that the thread that you're using is not too long, because it easily knots, and when it knots, you actually have to remove everything and start over, or try to actually correct the mistake that you made. So my advice is to use a thread that is not too long. When I reach the end, I actually cut the thread. And then I go and move to the next side. At the end, I do the back side, and here you can see the whole lace closure is sewn onto the wig cap. And before I actually start sewing on the other tracks, I inverse the wig cap, and I make sure that I actually sew the tracks onto the sides, because sometimes the wind can blow and you do not want people to see your wig cap, and this is actually concealing everything, and it makes it really more complete. This is the result. So the idea is that the hair underneath that I sewn on the other side is actually going to cover the band. And then I start sewing the tracks on from the nape up towards the lace closure. And this is just like an easy process. This time I decided to cut the tracks instead of folding the wefts. because the hair is straight, so you will probably see every weft if it's a bit bulky, but because I cut it, it was really, really, really flat. So here I was actually halfway done. This is how it looks, and I think this was just the first bundle that I used. I actually have 3 bundles. This is the first, and I actually already like how it looked. I was actually trying to show you guys again why I reversed the cap and then sewed the 2 tracks on the sides, and this is where you can see it really, really well. I didn't tell you guys, but my bundles were a 16-inch closure, 2 18-inch bundles, and 1 20-inch bundle. As you can see here, I was just trying on the wig, and I was not finished yet because I had to sew 1 track on and also close it. The hair is actually really soft, and I was able to sew the tracks on really, really close to each other. If you look really closely, you can see that the wig is actually already closed. And the only reason why it looks so bulky is because I have about 100 twists underneath. And here you can see a better view of how the wig looks when you close the gap between the last track and the closure. What I wanted to show in this clip is that I actually sewed each track really close together that you cannot even see the tracks. And I'm not sure I'm explaining that right, but you will see in this clip. This is actually the part that I need to cut out for the closure. Then I cut out the cap that was covered by the closure. If you cut it out, you have to cut it out as close as to the sewing pattern as possible, but not too close because you might cut the threads and then everything falls apart. Then I bleached the lace just to make sure that the knots would be invisible. For bleaching, I like to go for a thick consistency because otherwise the bleach will seep in through the closure and into the hair, and then your wig will get blonde at the roots, and that is something you don't want. Then I washed it with a neutralizing shampoo, and this is the final result. This is the wig, and it's less straight than it came in with, but that's probably because of all the products that they use to straighten it. And on top of that, I do like a bit of volume. And that was it. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know how you make your wigs. If you have any tips for me, or if there's something that you took away from my video, definitely let me know in the comment section. I definitely want to show you guys how I make a colored wig next, so definitely stay tuned for that one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I see you guys in my next video, and don't forget to check out my blog on Senegalese.com. Hey guys, welcome back. So I actually finished the wig. I washed it conditioned it and moisturized it a little bit, but now you see that it's not straight anymore. So what I want to do is install it. Yeah, so it's okay, it's light, it's not that tight, it's okay. So now I want to, I'm so not used to having this kind of hair. I'm back from straightening my hair, and this is what I do. And I actually like to have some volume, so it's not bone straight, because I feel like it's so little hair, because I'm really used to having volume, and especially with the curls that I showed you in another video, and overall my own hair. Yeah, I'm not really used to this, but I actually like it because it's like standard. And yeah, I can go to work, I can go outside, hang out with friends, and I actually like it. I did bleach the knots, however I did not pluck the thing because I do think it looks natural. I don't know. Also haven't put on some foundation to blend it, but it doesn't look odd. Maybe it does look odd on camera, but it's all right actually. I don't know if you guys can see it actually, but this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is what it looks like. Yes, you do see a bit of lace, so I should go back and cut it. Also, I didn't even show you guys how I cut the lace. So what you want to do is cut the lace as close to the hairline as possible, because as you can see a little bit of lace. Oh, I'll just show you guys because I don't have any secrets. So I cut it like this, and you can see that it's like one straight cut. But it's mostly because whenever you wear it like this, like even if I don't put it behind my ears, you don't actually see the lace because the lace front is covering that up. However, if you do zoom in, you do see a little bit of lace. So I might go back in there and cut it and actually use some foundation to match my skin. And I think that is actually it. It's so weird to see myself with straight hair because this used to be a dream when I was a little girl, because I had to sit for hours to get braids. So I was like, why can't I just have straight hair and everything will be fine? I can go outside and play. But that was not the case. But yeah, it looks okay. It might look a bit bulky, but that's because these big braids that I have underneath. But I like it. I like it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.